Hey guys, it's your girl Marielle. Welcome back to my channel, Friday Night Light Movie Reviews, where we do reactions and reviews to TV shows, movies, and other digital content. So you already know what I'm going to say, so why don't you go ahead and hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. Become a part of the family. Also share this video with your friends and family. Let's keep this channel growing. And as always, don't forget to hit me up on my other digital platforms, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok. Those links will be put down in the description bar below. So today we're going to be talking about the video game adaptation of Uncharted, which is directed by Ruben Fleischer, who did Venom, starring Mark Wahlberg, Tom Holland, Sophia Ali, Tati Gabrielle, and Antonio Banderas, which we haven't seen him in a good while. So we're going to talk about the pros and the cons, the overall, what I recommend you guys going to the theater and checking this out. And just to give you all these good points about the movie and how it could compare to the game. So let's just jump right into it. So for someone who's never played the Uncharted games, I went into this movie with just wanting to see how cool they did the adaptation, because I played Resident Evil and I thought that a couple of the renditions of the game was amazing. So I went into it the same way. So I thought the movie was pretty good. The action scenes were great, and this is coming from the director who did Venom, so I really wasn't thinking that I was going to have any of that lackluster in action scenes. Tom Holland was great, especially in the acting scenes, but you know, him playing Peter Parker / Spider-Man since 2017, that would have been ridiculous if he didn't do good in those scenes as well. As far as Mark Wahlberg goes, I thought he did good, but I will say, I mean, this is Mark Wahlberg. He's always dope in the action scenes. It's like his jam. He always comes through, you know, so his performance was amazing and I didn't expect it not to be. So Sophie Ali, this is the first movie that I've seen her in. I really liked the character that she played. I love that the way they wrote her character. Now again, I haven't played the video game, so I'm not really sure if the comparison to her was a great adaptation from the game. Obviously, the locations in this movie were amazing. The scenery was super, super dope. I mean, they did not skim on the location settings and everything, and how it went through scene with it. Literally looked like a video game, and I think that's why I liked it so much. The scenes that were amazing. Like, those are the type of scenes you would see on this cool graphic video game. So I just thought it was great on that part. As with the MCU movies, which we know this is not, but I'm just taking, you know, a little from them. Do stick around for the after credits. Just like in the MCU, you know, you don't want to get up and then you miss the Easter eggs. You miss what is possibly is going to happen next. So Uncharted, don't skip on the after credits, because it does give us a hint that maybe there will be a sequel. And there's some couple of scenes in that extra scene that they put in that I think you will really enjoy. So now, looking up the game, I do see that Nathan Drake, who's played by Tom Holland, looks a little older than what Tom Holland is. I mean, he has that young baby face. He is starting to grow, mature into his age as far as facial features go, which is not a bad thing, you know. I'm just saying. So in the video game, it does look like Nathan Drake was a little older, maybe like late 20s, early 30s, and again with Victor Sullivan, who was played by Mark Wahlberg, he was an older gentleman as well. I think maybe a little gray streak could have, like, not to say that you know, but anyway, they were just both older in the game than what the characters that they picked to play the part. Now, this is not to say that I don't think Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg were bad for this role. I think they did justice. It's just that age was like that miss factor in the movie. So some of the scenes that were a nod to the video game. So I like that. I didn't think that's straight from scenery and straight from the action scenes and the locations. So now let's talk about the pros and the cons that I liked about the movie. So we'll start with the pros first. So it was very impressive action scenes and sequences. I mean, I don't know how much I could keep talking about the scenery and the location. It was like one of the amazing parts of this film. The Easter eggs from the game, like the Naughty Dog logo, was a nice Easter egg to see. I think the music was definitely fitting. I mean, it gave you the soundtrack like if you are watching or playing a video game. So the music was pretty dope. And again, Tom Holland, Mark Wahlberg, Sophie, Ali, their performances were stellar. I think they did an amazing job. Two of my favorite scenes, obviously, probably everybody's favorite scene, is when Tom Holland is in an aircraft and he gets blown out and he has to do that whole scene. So, yeah. And I know this is probably way later in this video, but there are not going to be any spoilers to this review. I think someone who is a gamer, someone who loves to play Uncharted, the game, and I just don't think it would do them justice if we spoiled all of the movie. You know what I mean? So they can kind of mull around what they liked and what they didn't like. And you know me, I don't like spoiling the ends or anything like that. The cons, again, Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg not really fitting the age range with the characters that we find in the game. But other than that, again, I thought the performances was great. The antagonists in the movie, they were forgettable. Nothing stood out to me. I was like, oh, whatever. So that was a con. And the last one, there was the scene where, I guess it's not a spoiler, it's just a description of the scene. There's a scene where they're stranded, right? And then the next thing you know, they're walking on a beach. It felt like the scene was cut or it was incomplete. That scene was really weird to me. So really, there was more pros than they were cons for this movie. So overall, I would really definitely recommend you guys watching the action-packed adventure movie. And if you played the game or you didn't play the game, you still find the movie very watchable and enjoyable. Where it falls in our stars category, I am giving Uncharted 4 stars, not the 5, because again, with doing the research with the game and looking at the character base in the movie, Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg just should have been a little bit older. But other than that, I say go get your popcorn and your ice junkies. If you know, you know. That's a New York reference. And go and watch this movie. I thought it was really good. Just go check it out. So we are at the end of the video. So as always, please don't forget to hit me up on my other digital platforms. Come chat with me on Instagram or even on TikTok. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. And as always, be courageous, be safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye now.